Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to try to use his legs here. Get some space around the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Being on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Brigham Young. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Singleton. He's going to take off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a gap. It's James. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Orangeman. No chance to catch him.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Second down after the incompletion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. They'll run the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Okay, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, and you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Looks like Syracuse will have the first down. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Looking for some space. It's James. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Syracuse lines up quickly. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. And there's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or two.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And here's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Syracuse is now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Wideouts now clustered. To the air, it's Singleton. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Syracuse lines up quickly. Pass not complete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming up, second down and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call an assignment football by the defense. It took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Heavy pressure. He lets it go.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Second down after that previous play. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. And now the running back's got it again. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the defense look slow that time. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pass rush closing in. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the 1st half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So off the incompletion, it sets up at 3rd down and 3. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the 1st down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this 1st half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Big throw caught on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Game makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work, are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Cougars are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Trying to get the throw off. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays. Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Singleton. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's got his man open downfield. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Linebackers making some adjustments now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
A gain makes it second and medium. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. Tackle, but forced down. Syracuse lines up quickly.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Takes the handoff again. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Syracuse has moved into the red zone. Gonna run it. It's James. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Orange have it now, 1st and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner looking to create better field position. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Direct snap to the back. That'll pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? The 30. Inside the 20. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Trying to find some room. It's James. Touchdown, Orangemen. This offense really clicking. That's another touchdown, a dream performance for this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. And so far, they're struggling.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner looking to make a play here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important. Sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. QB decides to keep it here, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Have one more play here in the quarter. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Receiver makes the catch. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to get the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. And the single back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Syracuse lines up quickly. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Offense getting set. It's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here.
Let's go.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. They're going to run it. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short when the +27. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. This has been a long afternoon for this offense. All that's left, got to get some consolation points here. Breaks loose now into the open field. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Extra point splits the uprights. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And the single back takes the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. It's a fumble. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the fourth down play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions.